But what's also surprising about the things on this list is the fact that I was around for basically 3/4 of them. Does that mean I'm that old? No. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Welcome back to the Junior Mints podcast. My name is Finn Lawler. I am your host for the show. This is episode 75 of the Junior Mints podcast. Today, we will be discussing nostalgic things and places that do not exist anymore. So, let's just jump right into it. I won't, take too much of your time, but I just want to chit chat, So, let's just get right into it. So, the first thing that I think of when I think of nostalgic places or things that don't exist anymore. Remember Blockbuster Video? I do. I think I only went, it was the only place, popular place, that you could go to actually rent, videotapes. And now looking back at it, now going forward, 10 years later, we have streaming services now. And, you can literally watch videos on the internet, It's crazy how the internet, how it has literally morphed from this little thing that nobody thinks about to this big ol' phenomena, you know what I mean? So, there was a Blockbuster that recently, closed down or went out of business maybe 3-4 years ago. I believe it was somewhere either in Oregon or Wyoming, I'm pretty sure. What about Radio Shack? I think Radio Shack was a place where you can go and buy electronics, cell phones and phone chargers and stuff like that. There may be a few Radio Shacks still open. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Radio Shacks, it used to be what AT&T stores are right now, which is interesting. Going back to Blockbuster for a second, videotapes and VCRs. As a kid, when I was younger, I had a few VCRs. For example, I had a few of the Disney movies on VCR, videotapes and stuff like that. It was great. I used to get up at 7 a.m. and watch them in the morning. And I had some Veggie Tales videotapes too. I used to just watch the crap out of those. It was great. Kind of going into the same lane as VHS. There it is, VHS. My mind was think of the letters, blah, 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 so VHS. Kind of going on alongside VHS. One thing that is still a thing for now, but probably won't be in 10 years, is just regular on-air TV. Sure, TV still exists, but think about it. How long until TV just goes, oh yeah, you can just watch this. You can watch this movie or TV show on Hulu or Prime Video or something like that. So really, how long until you think it's just going to be that? But I don't know. TV has sort of evolved. Still there, but TV is how do I put this? TV is the MySpace of services. It's kind of just fading into obscurity. Oops. Going back a little further, way before VHS, what about rolls of film? Film, you know what I mean? On those big old projectors, the ones you have to take care of, and you can't let the film get exposed to bright lights or something, otherwise it will completely just destroy it. Remember that? I mean, I was very young when rolls of film were still around. I'm sure they're still around somewhere, maybe in a storage room somewhere, who knows. What about fax machines? I know like 3 people who still have fax machines, but fax machines is basically just a version of texting, pretty much. Except for like office spaces and stuff like that. And what's also surprising, I'm going to put a pause here, but what's also surprising about the things on this list is the fact that I was around for basically 3/4 of them. Does that mean I'm that old? No. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Polaroid cameras. I think my sister has a Polaroid camera. You know, the ones where you like you take the picture and it like prints out like a rectangular picture like this. I have a few right here, actually, right up there, of me just like in 4th grade and stuff like that. Is great. CD case binders. I'll be honest with you, I don't actually know what that is. It's in my outline, but I don't even know what that is. Ooh, but the next one. Actually, wait, hang on. Drop a comment down below, and please tell me what a CD case binder is. I'm sure if I look it up, I'll be like, oh, that's what it is. Okay, gotcha. Floppy disks, though. It's what it sounds like. It's what it sounds like. Am I that young? I think I'm too young to remember that. That was just before my time. Just before it. So, with all those items in consideration, so I'm going to ask you guys, my audience, this simple question. Actually, there's a few questions, but we'll start with this one. So what do you think the reason was? So these items, they became obsolete. You know, obsolete is another fancy word for they don't exist anymore. So why do you think that happened? Is it just because the advancement of technology? Was it just time moving forward? I don't know. So feel free to ponder that and maybe leave a comment or something. Go ahead. Personally, I think the reason that these items on this list became obsolete was because just technology kept on moving forward. And the scary part is technology is going to continue no matter what. It's just kind of scary, but whatever. It is what it is, right? Even, iPhones are becoming more obsolete each and every day, which is kind of weird, but hey, what can you do, right? So, I'm going to close it out on this episode with one, I guess, piece of advice and just maybe a new perspective. So here's how I view it. So just because a piece of equipment is a little older doesn't mean it's not useful. You can still use it. For example, the camera that I'm using right now to record is a few years old. And there's like, these Blackmagic cameras and stuff like 6K. Sure, I could go out and buy one. But what matters is that if the piece of equipment you own gets the job done and satisfies you and stuff like that, then you don't need to upgrade it. I'll say the piece of advice again. Just because a piece of equipment is older doesn't mean it isn't useful. Think about that. But hey, those are just my opinions on the matter. Anyway, this has been episode 75 of the Junior Mints podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. If you guys liked what you heard today and would love to hear more, please drop a like, subscribe down below, and go check out the other episodes. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Peace. Pew.